What is up, YouTube? MattRat103 here. Recently, I've decided to start posting more mixed martial arts predictions and analysis on this page. It was something I started doing about 3 years ago on my old channel under the username Smilin' in the Third. For any of you who may have seen some of that offhand, I lost access to that channel about 6 months ago because Google is taking over the internet and decided that my perfectly good YouTube account was invalid because it wasn't connected with my Gmail account. Anyways, here I am, and I've just decided to take this video as an opportunity to introduce myself to any potential viewers out there and just talk about, what got me into mixed martial arts as a fan and, just some things about me to get the viewers to know me because hopefully I'll be doing this, for every event, a few times a month and I'd love to have kind of a community of people who follow me and that I can talk with mixed martial arts about here. So as far as my interest in mixed martial arts, it all started about 3.5 years ago. I was a freshman in college and I got introduced to it through some friends who had the UFC video games that had been recently released and would watch the Ultimate Fighter and the free TV cards they had on Spike, and that was what introduced me, and it really piqued my interest because I wrestled throughout high school, and while I was by no means a decorated wrestler, I was very average at best. Wrestling was something I was very passionate about and very familiar with, and so that fueled my interest in mixed martial arts. And we'd start going out to watch the fight cards at Applebee's and watching the Ultimate Fighter. That was the heavyweight season with Rashad and Rampage, and I was hooked on it, and all of a sudden I was more interested in it than really any of the guys who even got me into it. So just as far as some of my alliances or my allegiances are as far as fighters, my favorite fighter far and away is Joe Lozon, but I'm also a huge fan of the Korean Zombie, Jake Ellenberger, Brad Pickett, and even some of the lesser known 125 pounders, John Moraga, who's fighting for the title coming up. And I can't really say that I like a particular kind of fighter, or a particular style of fighting. I like guys who bring it. I like guys who put on exciting fights, and I think my wrestling background has allowed me to appreciate a grappling battle, a fight with a lot of takedowns and transitions and submission attempts, along with stand-up wars and the Rock'em Sock'em, Leonard Garcia fights that everybody loves. And finally, when it comes to life, outside mixed martial arts, I love all kinds of sports. Baseball is my second love behind mixed martial arts. Maybe still my first love. Who knows? I live in Minnesota, and I'm a huge Twins fan, Vikings fan, Wild fan, Timberwolves fan. To a point, I don't follow the NBA as much, and Gopher fan. Basketball, football, wrestling, especially. And outside of those big four sports, again, I follow wrestling quite a bit because that's where I came from. I try to follow, the Olympics, obviously, when those come around, especially like the track and field and distance races, because I also did that in high school. But I love sports. That's always been who I am, and so I will probably in the future also be posting videos, about baseball. Maybe when the NFL comes around, I'll start talking to the Vikings and doing predictions about that. And the other videos I have up on this channel are Call of Duty videos, where I just capture gameplay from, post it straight from my Xbox to YouTube. I don't do any editing or anything like that. It's just, it's something I enjoy and something I hope other people would enjoy, even if they only get 10 views. I hope those 10 people enjoyed it. So, who knows, maybe we'll get to a point in the future where I have, enough of a following where I feel it would be a sound investment for me to buy some editing or recording software and maybe start putting up videos where, the audio itself is just me talking about, mixed martial arts or football or whatever it might be, and the video you're seeing would be Call of Duty gameplay or again whatever I can muster up that I feel like people are going to enjoy watching. And I'm sure there'll still be the fair share of my pretty face sitting here at the computer talking to a screen. But whatever comes of this, this is just something I'm looking to do to have fun and express my opinion and hopefully meet some cool people. So look for more videos coming in the future. UFC on Fox 7 is coming up at the end of this week, so my next video will likely be a prediction video for that coming out in the next few days, and take care. Also, if you are into the whole mixed martial arts analysis and predictions thing, subscribe to my buddy Cascade Soldier. I will link his profile in the description below. He's been doing predictions long before I ever started, and in the 3 years basically that I haven't. And he's an awesome guy. I'm sure he'll appreciate all the support. So again, please subscribe to me, subscribe to him, and take care.